Hello, how are you? I'm so glad that you are here. Today we are, I'm moving my phone so it's not such a noise. There we go. Today we're talking about, I had a client reach out and when I asked her how she was doing, she was conflicted about how she was doing because she was honoring her feelings and her needs, but then she was shaming herself because her needs were in conflict with what she imagined wellness to be. And so I want to talk about this because it's really important for you to start to learn to be spacious with yourself. It's time for all of us to start being spacious with ourselves. So let's talk about it. First, I have to say that in general, in all of our lives, there will be some stress and some worry and some challenge. There will be. And the hope when you have stress and worry and challenge and loss and change is that you can start to have the tools that you need to start to deal with those while keeping yourself on your center, you know? But it's hard, and it's really hard work. And often what happens is our need for comfort in the face of these challenges takes over. What does comfort in the face of challenge look like? Well, everybody's different, right? But it might look like what I call fun buttons. And fun buttons are comfort food, sinking into the couch and hanging out and watching Netflix. It could mean for some people alcohol or other substances. Everybody uses fun buttons differently. Chocolate is a fun button, right? You know, fun buttons that bring you a lift. First of all, I think that there's a lot of shame around fun buttons. And I'd like to kind of deload the fun buttons, because you're going towards your fun buttons because you need comfort. Does this make sense? So the thing is this. What happens is we're wired for the edges. So what happens is you move towards an edge of needing comfort and using the fun buttons. And what happens is here in the fun button, there's a lot of shame. And I'd like to deload that because what you need is comfort. And if it is in the form of fun buttons, understand that that is something that is needed. And can you do it in a conscious way? Can you do it I'm needing some comfort right now. I'm going to turn off all of my distractions and focus on comforting myself. And second of all, so de-shame this and do it, but do it with presence, right? And then start to weave in a few things that can feel like comfort still, but may also help build your resilience and help pull you up and out of feeling sunk in to your stress, sunk into your overwhelm, sunk into feeling tired and down. So for example, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be, I'm all the way over here and I'm sunk in. Can you play with inviting a few more practices that still feel like comfort? A deep breath, a cool glass of water, a gentle walk around the block, a gentle stretch, so that you start to add to your repertoire of comfort. And it's not just necessarily fun buttons and Netflix. It can also be things that help to pull you up and pull you out as well. Here's some things that I do. You tell me, I'd love to hear what things you do that help pull you up and out. I love gentle movement. It feels good and it doesn't feel like exercise. And so it's taken off that load of, oh, I gotta get a workout in, which just adds to stress. Instead, it's what can I do? What can I do today? I wanna go for a walk. I wanna get some fresh air. I wanna feel the sun on my face. Whatever it is for you, that might involve moving your body. What would that look like? Because moving your body is a great way to help reduce stress and really helps the whole system. Another thing I really like to do is what I call 3 pearls. And that is very simply finding a seat and taking 3 conscious breaths. Helps bring you into your parasympathetic response, helps take you out of fight or flight or fear, takes you out of a sympathetic response and brings you into a feeling of more choice. I have more choices here. Helps to energize you. There's nothing better, I think, than 3 breaths. And the last thing I like to do, besides moving my body gently, is I really do like to get out in nature if I can. Now, this is difficult during a workday. We all have things to do if you're a worker. And so sometimes what this looks like for me is, because I work at home, is just getting outside. So I shut things down for 5 minutes and I just go outside and get some sun, no matter if it's freezing or if it's warm. But it helps me to get some fresh air and be out with nature. I'd like to hear what yours are. But what I want to invite you to do is to, first of all, give yourself some space and invite you to come away from the edge. Invite you to come back to center. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. All right, I'll talk to you later. See ya.